When the girl returned home, she noticed something strange. Her mother was lying alone on the couch, disheveled and seemingly asleep. The girl thought nothing of it, so she simply covered her mother with a blanket to keep her warm. However, just as she turned to go upstairs to bed, a terrifying sight occurred. Her mother, who had been lying on the couch, suddenly appeared at the top of the stairs. The girl was so startled that she quickly turned around to check, and her mother was still lying on the couch, just as she had left her. Confused and frightened, the girl turned back to the stairs, but her mother had already vanished again. Daisy stood there, frozen in shock. She quickly ran upstairs to her bedroom, wondering if something sinister was lurking in the house. Daisy tried to keep watching the stairs, only to find that her mother had followed her upstairs. She rushed to close the door and lock it. At this point, Daisy couldn't tell if the figure of her mother was real or if it was something supernatural. She hurried to her desk and opened her laptop. Earlier that morning, Daisy's mother had made a decision. Less than a year after her husband's death, she had fallen in love with a man with a little mustache and accepted his proposal. She had even sent Daisy pictures of them showing off their affection. After seeing the photos, Daisy's expression immediately froze. Her friend, who was with her, understood what was going on. Daisy couldn't accept this new stepfather. The friend suggested they could do something about it and drove Daisy to a secluded cemetery on the outskirts of town. Daisy was still confused, but her friend pulled out a cloth doll and claimed that the doll could summon her father, even bringing him back to life. At first, Daisy didn't believe it, but given the reality of her mother's impending marriage, she reluctantly agreed to give it a try. According to her friend, in order to resurrect someone using the doll, they needed to find that person's grave and place the doll next to it. Then, they had to say a certain incantation to begin the process. Daisy was skeptical but went along with it, reading the words her friend instructed her to say.
Pulang tak diantar.
To her shock, after the doll fell over, it stood back up again. It was clear that something was happening. Daisy quickly made her wish for her father to come back to life, but when the doll turned its head, Daisy was paralyzed with fear.